For any probiotic user out there, one important question is, do I need to keep taking probiotics forever? This is an important question given that there is a good number of probiotic users who notice that their health gains are lost shortly after they stop taking probiotics. Probiotics cannot be categorized as medicine, they are primarily nutritional supplements. So, starting and stopping them is always a matter of personal choice. Today we are going to try to answer this important question of how long do you need to keep taking probiotics so as to keep their benefits in the long term. Hello everyone, my name is Probiotic Dan and this channel is called My Probiotic Lifestyle. In this channel, the main aim is to find the deeper truths about probiotics. Most of what we know about probiotics is what we have been told by manufacturers and sellers. However, this is a forum for probiotic users who like to do the investigations and share their experiences. Probiotics are among the more important health supplements, and when they are used in the right manner they can improve your life in a major way. For instance, probiotics can improve your digestive, mental, and skin health outcomes among other benefits. So in this video, we are going to explore how long you should keep taking probiotics in order to fully regain your microbiota balance to optimum levels. First, we will start by exploring what are probiotic supplements and what do they do to your health. Then, we will try and figure out how long should anyone take probiotics in the first place. We will also look at when is the ideal time to stop taking probiotics. Then we will look at various hypotheticals of the amount of time that it takes to resolve specific health conditions using probiotics. Finally, I will share my experiences with you as I have been taking probiotics for a while now. So, what are probiotics? In case you are not in the loop yet, probiotics are a type of health supplement. They are more like vitamin supplements, but instead of containing nutrients they come equipped with live cultures or microorganisms whose main aim is to supplement the bacteria you already have in your gut. So we take probiotics because our gut bacteria or microbiota has been compromised. There are various reasons why your gut bacteria can end up being all out of balance, including eating a diet high in sugar or processed foods, or taking antibiotics. The main reason why you take probiotics is to add good and beneficial bacteria into your gut. If you still need to know more about probiotics, get deeper into the internet search engines and you will learn a lot. Now let's get into it. How long should anyone take probiotics in the first place? What is enough time to keep taking probiotics? A week? 2 weeks? A month? Is 6 months still not enough? Or is the only way of benefiting from probiotics to keep taking them forever? First, you do not need to take probiotics if you are perfectly healthy. This is according to reliable scientific research that shows that people with a healthy microbiota balance have little or nothing to gain by consuming probiotics. These supplements are taken for the specific purpose of improving the number and diversity of your beneficial gut bacteria. How long you take probiotics is determined by the time it will take you to achieve this goal. Although this goal sounds simple, it is not quite the case. Taking probiotics with multiple strains of bacteria in their billions is one thing, but getting them to colonize the gut and serve you in perpetuity is a whole different story. Furthermore, your stomach requires trillions of diverse bacteria in perfect balance in order for your health to be in optimal condition. When you take probiotic supplements, they are supposed to pass all the way to your colon and attach themselves to the gut lining so that they can start giving you the right benefits. If your stomach health is in great shape, it will be easier for the probiotics to give you the necessary benefits. However, people with some conditions such as leaky gut often have their gut lining compromised, and this means that their gut bacteria is imbalanced by default. It also means that people with leaky gut are among the ones who will be taking probiotics for a longer time. Now, some not so encouraging research shows that the bacteria that we ingest in probiotics does not have the capacity to colonize the gut. Basically, the probiotic bacteria are transient and they only serve you for the time they are in your digestive system before you eventually poop them out. Most of the stuff that is making you feel so good when you are taking a probiotic will pass through your gut, but it will not stay. And this is where the idea that you have to keep taking probiotics forever comes from. This is also why FMT is considered the super probiotic. However, when you take a supplement and the probiotic bacteria is passing through your gut, there is research evidence to show that these probiotics do end up improving your gut bacteria. I am not confusing you, am I? Okay, check this out. If you take a probiotic with strain X of bacteria while your population of good bacteria A is suppressed by an overgrowth of bad bacteria B. Even though the presence of strain X in your gut is temporary, it might promote an increase of bacteria A and a suppression of bacteria B. Therefore, if you keep taking the probiotics with strain X long enough, they will help you repopulate your gut with good bacteria A, although you did not necessarily take a supplement with bacteria A. The conclusion on this matter is that the probiotic bacteria have low chances of colonizing your gut, but if you take them for longer periods, they might allow the good bacteria that is already suppressed within your system to multiply. We are together now, right? Now that we know how probiotics might or might not help repopulate your gut bacteria, the question is, when should you stop taking probiotics? Because, as we have just discovered, you are supposed to stop taking them after your microbiota balance is restored perfectly. There are various instances whereby people start taking probiotics, start feeling good, and then they stop taking them. Then, after a few weeks, they end up losing all their probiotic-induced gains and they are back where they started. It has happened to me so many times, and this is partly why I ended up with the probiotic lifestyle. I have always pointed out that because probiotics are quite expensive, there is always a temptation to stop buying them the moment you start feeling good. Also, consider the fact that probiotics are no longer the only option when it comes to gut microbiota balance. For instance, there has been a lot of progress in the field of fecal microbiota transplant, FMT, for short. FMT seems to solve some of the limitations to probiotics, hence some people call it a super probiotic. However, even this therapy still requires patience and sometimes, repeated trials and errors. So, when should you stop taking probiotics? First, it is perfectly safe to stop taking probiotics because they do not come with any known dependencies. In addition, there are no apparent side effects of taking probiotics, even in the long term. The assumption here is that a probiotic supplement from a reputable manufacturer should not be any different from you eating probiotic-rich foods such as kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, or kombucha every morning for the rest of your life. You can see where we are going with this. Starting and stopping taking probiotics is mostly an individual choice. However, you should only stop taking probiotics once you have achieved your health and wellness goals. Still, you should take the initiative of testing the permanence of your probiotic gains. You will keep taking probiotics as long as you need to keep maintaining the right stomach environment to support the repopulation of good bacteria. Overall, we have established that the length of time when people should take probiotics depends on their conditions. Therefore, people with small problems should ideally take probiotics for shorter periods of time in comparison with people who have complicated issues such as severe inflammation and leaky gut. So it turns out that how long you need to keep taking probiotics mainly depends on the specific problem that you are trying to solve. There are various reasons why you should take probiotics, ranging from a caution for antibiotic usage, solving food intolerance issues, all the way to dealing with a leaky gut condition. So let us try and look at some estimates on the length of time that you should keep taking probiotics depending on the specific condition that you are dealing with. Note that these estimates are based on some scanty research details and they should only act as a guide to your probiotic use. Remember, the best judge of when to stop probiotics use is you, based on your wellness and health considerations. So, how long might you need to keep taking probiotics after antibiotic use? If you are taking probiotics after antibiotic use, you need to take them for the entire time that you are taking the antibiotics, plus another additional period of 2 weeks to about 2 months after you have stopped taking the antibiotics. This length of time is based on research that was conducted indicating that after you take antibiotics, it takes about a month for your gut microbiome to grow back. However, in some instances researchers have found that the numbers of bacteria in the gut might remain depressed even 6 months after taking probiotics. I am a victim of antibiotic-related microbiota damage, but in my case, I took 3 doses of antibiotics back to back. So take it from me, tread carefully when dealing with probiotics. The damage to your gut microbiota balance in those few weeks might take more than a year's work to resolve. Now let us look at how long might you need to keep taking probiotics to resolve digestive problems? If you are taking a probiotic to resolve digestion issues such as IBS, food intolerances, and acid reflux among other problems, you will need to keep taking them for at least 4 weeks in order to realize some notable benefits. However, the length of time that you need to keep taking probiotics for digestion issues varies greatly, and it might last up to several years depending on the extent of the damage to your gut microbiome. It is important to consider that the key aspect in resolving most digestive issues such as acid reflux is balance. In this case, the key is to achieve the right microbiota balance, and remove the imbalance that is messing up your digestive system. A key determinant of how long it takes to resolve this imbalance is your ability to balance other aspects of your diet. For instance, it will take a lesser time for probiotics to resolve your gluten intolerance issues if you first take gluten off your diet and reintroduce it slowly after you have achieved the right balance. Hence, it is advisable to take probiotics while at the same time giving your gut a fighting chance. Consider this: 2 people might be suffering from the same digestive condition, only for one to heal after 6 months of probiotics, and the other to continue with lingering digestive issues for more than 2 years of taking probiotics. This variation in time frame will mostly depend on how well the two individuals make the right dietary and lifestyle changes to support the functions of the probiotics that they are taking. What about if you are looking to use probiotics to resolve more complicated conditions such as leaky gut and gut inflammation? How long will you need to keep taking probiotics? Various sources will tell you that it takes 4 to 8 weeks to heal leaky gut, but this estimation is more theoretical than practical. In the practical realm, healing the leaky gut will involve regaining the full integrity of the mucosal lining of the intestines. Using probiotics to regain the mucosal permeability of the gut fully will require you anywhere from 6 months to 2 years because the probiotics are not doing any of the healing. They only create a gut environment where it is easier for you to heal the leaky gut. Leaky gut is the mother of various other conditions including skin conditions, cognitive problems, and autoimmune manifestations. Nobody will tell you that you might end up buying probiotics for more than a year, but that is a real possibility. For instance, I am yet to meet someone who has resolved leaky gut problems in 2 months and went back to living and eating normally, including having sugar and complex carbohydrates. So for leaky gut, you will need probiotics, yes, but given how slow my progress has been, I would recommend mixing collagen peptides with your probiotics. That might get you faster results. And above all, patience and discipline. Basically, there is no known cure for leaky gut, but there is a therapy for it. Now, I had promised to share my experiences about probiotics. I have been consistently taking probiotics for about 6 months. I made the decision to keep taking probiotics continuously because in the past I noticed that whenever I took probiotics for a month or so and then stopped, most of these gains would be lost in about 3 months. So, I got curious as to how this works out. Because the probiotics made me feel great, but they did not appear to heal me. My probiotic lifestyle was actually born out of my desire to discover more, learning by doing. You might be curious, how does being on probiotics for 6 months looks like? First, my brain fog issues are long gone. My digestion has also improved tremendously, and my skin problems such as psoriasis are also suppressed. At this point, I want to start collagen peptides for a long time because even though I have had great improvements, I do not believe my leaky gut is healed. For instance, if I consume anything sugary, I will feel the impact. However, this is where it gets tricky. Just last month I changed brands of probiotics and for the first time in many months I got a really crappy product. I do not believe the cultures in these were alive at all. The worst thing about a bad probiotic batch is that you keep taking that crap for long before you start noticing the bad things happening. In my case, I noticed that I was waking up with bad breath, something that used to happen to me before I started my probiotic lifestyle. I shared the dosage with my twin daughters and one of them was mostly fine, but the other one developed a strange rash on her neck and back. And that is how I knew these probiotics were not working. Basically, 6 months gains were compromised in just 1 month. Which is why the probiotic lifestyle is not for the faint-hearted. However, the good news is that you do not lose everything, but you will definitely notice the gaps. I will be on collagen soon, because it is more of a builder while probiotics are mainly about balance. For people who can start their probiotic lifestyle with FMT, that is ideally the best way to get started. Then collagen for people with leaky gut and inflammation issues is very important for ensuring that you get the most out of your probiotic supplements. Overall, we are here because we want to learn, through our experiences and those of others. As usual, I would like you to give you some homework. You can test and see if probiotics are a waste of money. You will need a probiotic subscription of at least 3 months. Get yourself something good, preferably a multi-strain with more than 2.5 billion CFU count. Take your supplements consistently for these 3 months, and the answer you will seek will be right in front of you. 2 important things to consider here. Number 1, never complain about probiotics because you tried just 1 dosage of probiotics. If you want the legitimate probiotic lifestyle investigational method, you will need to try at least 3 different dosages and observe the developments keenly. Number 2, from my experience it is always good to keep switching probiotic strains every now and then. However, keep in mind that about 1 in every 7 probiotic doses that you buy will be garbage. Remember, you are buying alive microorganisms put in powder or liquid form. There is always a chance that they will die before they get to you, especially depending on how they are handled from the manufacturer to you. It is the same for anything that is alive, including vegetables and baby chicken. So make sure you cover all your bases and you will see if probiotics are indeed a waste of money. Like the video so that after a few months you can come back to your liked videos library and see what the comments are revealing. Also, we will be waiting for your comments.